Let's take a look at example 1b from Harmonization in Chapter 5 on page 119. On this example, we are now going to play chords in a closed triad positions, okay, that are in the closest position chord. So we're wanting to make sure we're not doing large leaps, which means we will use inversions as necessary. First thing we're going to do is we're going to determine a potential harmonic progression here. They start us off by giving us the 1, the 5, and the 1. For this, we're just going to literally start we're in the key of F major, so with just F and then C. And to make it in the closest position, we're going to make this a 5/6 chord, just like we do in the cadence. Okay? But now we have to determine the rest of the chords. And I'm going to give you a version that's very easy. You can always elaborate and give yourself a more complicated version, be more creative, but I think it makes sense to start simple. The next chord, I think it makes sense to still be a 1. I would just keep it as a 1. On the following chord, you could also keep it on a 1. It goes from A up to C. So 1 is an option here if you want it to be really, really, really super simple. It's not going to be super interesting that way. So if you wanted it to be more interesting, you could go to, say, a minor 3 chord at that point. Okay, minor 3 chord works here. Now, a minor 3 chord is just A minor. If you're doing that, okay, lots of options you could do. You could literally do F major still here. Oops, put in parentheses here. So you can kind of create your own versions. But if you're doing A minor, all you're going to do is just E, A, C. 5, 2, 1, E, A, C. So from 1 chord to a 3 chord is really easy. F, A, C, and then the bottom note goes down to E. But the top 2 notes stay the same. So 1 to a minor 3 chord, which I think is super easy and convenient to do. On the next bar, I suggest going back to the 5 chord, which will again be the 5/6, C over E. Like that. On the next line, no need to change because the music is the same. So 1, 5/6 again, and then back to 1, or actually now they give us the ending here. There's a 3 chord again, which we will use exactly the same thing. The EAC. And then it goes to a minor 6 chord. That's a 3/6 by the way. A minor 6 chord, well, a minor 6 chord is just D minor. Okay? Which, check how easy this is to play. Here's F major, just move your thumb up to D. So it's F, A, D. That's the minor 6 chord. So it's D minor over F. So here's F major, a 1 chord, and here's the 6 chord. Move your thumb up to D. A minor 2 chord, I would do this in root position. This is just G minor. Like that. G minor. And then a 5/7, I would do this as a 5/6/5, which will be E, B flat, C, like that. E, B flat, C. If you need to write the actual notes, you can. E, B flat, C. And this will be just a C7 over E, and then back to the F major chord, 1 chord. So let's just walk through the chords together, nice and slow. And for some of the trickier ones, I will write in the notes here just as a reminder. So for the A minor over E, the notes are E, A, and C. Same thing here, E, A, and C. And then for the 6th chord, the notes are F, A, and D. Fad. They spell words. For the 2 chord, that's just G minor. I don't think you need that one. And then I gave you the 5/7 chord. So doing it at a time, let's play this. Left hand by itself. So left hand 1 chord, F major, 5, 6, E, G, C. Back to the 1 chord. 1 chord again. Now let's go to the 3, 6, which is E, A, C. So just move the bottom note down to an E. Then to a 5, 6, just move third finger to G, that's all. So 3, 6 to 5, 6 is really simple. Notice how we're usually just moving one note at a time. And then back to the 1 chord on measure 5. Back to the 5 chord. And then go 5 chord to 3 chord, just go to second finger on A. Everything else stays the same. To go to D minor over F, just go to F, A, D. G minor will be G, B flat, D. The 5, 7 will be E, B flat, C. And then back to the 1 chord. So go over that a few times, and then when you're ready, we can try this actually in time. And again, we're going to go really slowly. It says lively, but we're not going to worry about that. Here we go. Very slowly. Here we go. 1 and 2, 1 chord. Now 5 chord and 5 chord. Back to the 1 chord. 1 again. Now the 3 chord, which goes down to E, and 2, and then the 5 chord, 1 and 2. Now back to the 1 chord, back to the 5 chord, back to the 3 chord, just go to an A. And now the 6 chord is F, A, D, back to G minor, 2 chord, 5, 7, which is E, B flat, C, and back to the 1 chord. And we did that slowly in time. Now, if you want to hear how this sounds as together, it sounds like this. Okay, and there you have it.